Hi guys, hi, welcome to your pick a card reading. What type of abundance is the universe bringing into your life in the next 6 months? This is a timeless reading, so you may come back to it, and whenever you're watching it, this is when it's meant for the time period of 6 months. So not when it's published, but when you are watching it. So just trust your intuition. We have 3 piles to pick one. We have pile number 1 here with the pyrite. We have pile number 2 with the tiger eye, and then we have pile number 3 with the fossil. You can pause the video or meditate on it. I already have the beautiful abundance mindset 888 hearts running in the background. I hope you can feel the vibes of abundance, and just make your pick and I'll see you at your pile. Hi, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the pyrite, then this is your beautiful reading. So let's find out what type of abundance is the universe bringing to you, and also maybe some advice how you can facilitate in bringing in the abundance that the universe so wishes to bring into your life. All right, let's have a look. So we have Judgment. Starting out real nice. We have Trust in Magic with the 2 beautiful ravens. I just love that card. Then we have a bunch of tarot cards, which I'll split around your reading, however they want me to lay that out. We have the Ace of Earth. So this is a strong connotation. I'm going to read that to you in a second because I found that so fascinating that that one came out. Because of course the Ace of Earth is the Ace of Pentacles. So someone who stands strongly in their power and just knows that they deserve everything that is coming their way. Yeah, and this is about material abundance actually. We have Make a Wish. So this is so cool. Trust in Magic, Make a Wish. Now it wants to come out like that. It's so cool. You know, blowing on a dandelion and then making your wish. And they want it aligned kind of like that. So now I'm going to spread the tarot cards. You have the King of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Holy macaroni. There is... I actually want to place them here. I kind of want to make them look at each other, but that's just not possible with this deck. But this is like insane abundance, right? We have the 4 of Swords. That's over here. The Knight of Swords. That's over there with the Queen. Then we have the 8 of Coins. That's over there as well. And then we have the Page of Cups. That's over here. It's a very interesting layout. If you want to check it out, head on over to my Instagram account. I'll link it down below for the pictures, because the layout, you know, it often speaks volumes. More often than not. It's actually always included in the readings, and you can like test your own intuition. You can have a look at the layout first and then decide which one is yours, or you can interpret the cards and what wants to further come out for you personally. All right, so because it'll be different for every person. Okay, so let me start by reading the Ace of Earth to you. Here we go. With the gorgeous stag in all his glory and magnificence. So prosperity in its purest form is headed towards you. Concrete results in the physical world. Abundance made manifest. Those are fantastic news. I recognize the many forms of abundance and plenty, and I align myself with success. I can generate gold from the resources I have at my fingertips. I make an impact. The essence of prosperity is taking form in the material world. Now this is really cool. My God, congratulations. And with that, with the Make a Wish, I strongly am getting that you set those intentions like a while ago, that you wanted to have that, and you like steadily work towards that goal. And some things may have not worked out along the way, but they only really made you stronger. What I'm strongly getting here is an opposing force. Now this could represent your parents being very rigid in the way that they approach their money making, right? So they may have run on old paradigms, is what I'm getting with this. But you were different. Like you were working from, and this is a hard work, you know, like having the mindset of we have to work hard, we have to like 24/7, we have to do this a certain way, we cannot really rest, we cannot enjoy because this is a waste of time. And you turned around here though, you said no to this, is what I'm strongly getting with the Knight of Swords and that constellation over here. You said no to this, you rejected this idea at some stage and you just left. Some of you may have actually like broken contact with your parents for a while here, or with your caregivers, or caregiver, depending on who it was, or with society at large. But either way, you walked away. You were just like, no, I don't want this anymore. And they can both exist simultaneously. That's your view. You're not condemning necessarily your parents or society for the views that they have, but you know that they can coexist. But society or your parents here, there's the two options, they don't think so because they were so pushy. That's the feeling. I'm getting such a pushy and rigid energy with that here, and you have to do it, there's no other way, otherwise you'll, you know the fears of parents, you'll live under bridges or be homeless because you haven't done that. But you're just like, no, I am manifesting, I am wishing upon my star, I am aligning myself with myself, and I'm not listening to the outside voices. And there may at some stage have been chatter from the outside that actually started to be internal chatter. So internalizing whichever was going on the outside, and there's a sense of you getting rid of this, or you got rid of this, which is precisely why like your abundance is here. And it doesn't happen through hard work here in your case. Again, you're learning to align yourself, so you're becoming the magnet. You're not working so much on the external world that in the realms, although it means receiving inspiration during meditation and then acting upon it. This is co-creating with Spirit 101, and you're either learning this right now, or you already have learned it, or are in the end stages of learning it, which is why the Ace of Earth is here, the Ace of Pentacles. So something that Spirit is handing out to you, but it's not something that came easy because of the background that you came from, so this, you really kind of worked hard to get to that point, to get to that ease that you either will inhabit, that will be inside you, or that already is inside you. This is incredible. This is such such amazing news, and congratulations. I can't wait to see if you're coming back to this reading and comment like half a year later or something, or in the period of the half a year, and just let us know what happened in your life. This is so cool. So the Page of Cups, this is you. This is, you offering love. A lover, not a fighter. This has the innocence of a child to it too. And you may be coming precisely back to that. And that has to do with making a wish, because it's, how children take that and just blow it because it's so cool. The dandelion, I do that too. And it's so much fun. Or you're running through a field of those and then they're flying everywhere. That's this childlike component that's essential here in this, coming back to that innocent kind of a state. Some of you may even have children and you've seen it in your children. And because I just put here, because abundance to me is not just money. There's money on the table here too, but it's also, the internal abundance, that incredible joy that comes from having children. And Spirit just pointed out to me the picture of my beautiful son over here, and I'm just like, nothing in this world, oh my God, could fill me with so much joy that my son does. Like nothing. There's nothing. And that to me is the purest form of abundance. And the Ace of Earth was talking about the purest form of abundance, right? So for some of you, this could also mean that a child is coming your way. Okay, this is so cool. Okay, but coming back to the making a wish, coming back to really believing that what you wish upon, that this is coming in for you. So this could also mean that because of your conditioning, there may have been a time where, or currently is a time, depending on where you are on this journey, where you were doubting that that could happen, that the wish you're making could come in, because reality proved you otherwise, right? And like, that's the conditioning, but you started to move away from that. And now we're coming to the Judgment card, and that reads, let go of the fear of being judged. You are good enough. Absolutely, you're good enough. It's time to release all that you have kept safely locked away in your heart. Your true essence and potential have been restricted by structure and method for too long, or for long enough. There's no right or wrong way. Just be you. Yep, this is, and with that, that's when that comes in. That's the moment when it comes in. And all of a sudden felt like the floodgates were opening. You are realizing that, and it's just like storming into your life. It's like whoosh, everything is coming in with that. That's incredible. And then you have trust in magic. So some of you may have a strong connection with ravens or crows. Check that out as a spirit animal. Whenever ravens and crows, and this is crazy because whenever there were strong changes in my life, I saw something that I've never seen before, like hundreds and hundreds of crows or ravens in one bulk in the sky. I've never ever seen anything like that. It was remarkable. And you may have seen something like that in your life too, like trust and believe. Those are messages and messengers also. There's something about the night sky too. Some of you may be a bit homesick here. There's something about talking to ravens, you know, telepathically or for real. I mean, the other thing is for real as well, right? No judgment, that's the thing, you know. Do you, because you came here with assets that only you have, okay? There's no one that should dictate your life, and you shouldn't be dictating anyone else's life. They should just be happy and live their life over there, and you're gonna do you, you know what I mean? Yeah, because one more thing that I really want to add here with the King and Queen of Pentacles, they match really well. They have the same interests here and the same desires, the same goals. But I'm also getting, especially from the female side, like an unfulfilled kind of a thing. And that's a thing, you know, because just money, and you can try this, like if you've earned enough money and you felt like you really made it at some point in your life, then you realize it's never enough, because that doesn't make you happy. Sure, buying nice things, that's nice, but for how long? For how long before you need that next fix? It's some sort of an addiction. And I believe, you know, this is stepping into more flow and into a different understanding of things, that what's really valuable to you. And that's, again, abundance in its purest form. It's headed towards you. So stay open for that to be received by you. That's important, right? Stay in that mindset. Think thoughts that put you in those gorgeous emotions. For example, like I just told you with my son, or maybe a pet, or your partner, or being in nature, you know, touching plants, whatever it is, like stay in that, okay? Because it's so important, this one. Okay, so we're going to continue with the Shamanic Oracle deck here and see what other messages Spirit has for you here. Okay. What else? Thank you. Yeah, you have the Council. So this is really high up, actually, authority-wise. I'm strongly getting Gabriel and Archangel Michael with that, number 11. So you may be seeing 1111 a lot, or other synchronicities, but specifically 1111. Those are supposed to be your guiding points. So there's a strong connotation. If you're not meditating yet, there's a strong inclination to please start it, because they do have messages for you, and they come through much easier with those intuitions and those insights when your mind is a bit more quiet here. That seems to be quite important here as well, because again, they want to bring all this into your life. So let them, allow them to actually give you what you need here to bring it in. But it feels close. Thanks. Focus. Yeah, absolutely. Focus, you know. Focus on that. Believe in your own wishes here. Number 14 breaking down to a 5. So to some of you this may be a true change, and it'll be interesting for your caregivers, parents, for society to see you succeed at what you're doing, because that makes them know that this is possible. So you're also serving as a huge example here, which is also good to know, because Spirit wants to bring it into your life so that you can, you know, live that life by example, and maybe even teach it to others, or just by, you know, just by being like happy and content and fulfilled and with what you have, and being incredibly abundant in that. Yeah, this is being cool with your emotional world here with the focus. It's also, again, like I said, the mind, you're just, this is peace. We have 2 females here that are just at peace. They both have their eyes closed, so turned inwards, turn to the inside world, turn to that abundant mindset and state. That needs to happen here for sure. If you're still struggling with bringing this in and are not quite seeing the evidence as of yet, I recommend at least a couple of minutes sitting in meditation, like really focusing on gratitude, on that which brings you such great fulfillment. Okay, every day, just like focus on it. That'll make your vibration a lot more stable. All right. Okay, one last card for you here, my friends. So funny, we were talking about the pets. Haha. Animal guardian, trust your instincts. She's surrounded by her lovely, lovely animal companions. And we have the raven here again in the card. Have a look. See this? Right there. Oh no, sorry, that's the panther. Here, the raven, okay? So they seem to be significant to you and in your life. Yeah, this is how Spirit is communicating. The council, they're connected with the ravens here. With Raven Spirit. Please look up Raven Spirit if that resonates with you. Okay, Animal Guardian. Here we are. There we have her. All right. Trust your instincts. Trust the powerful animal spirit within to learn more about yourself and your talents. The Animal Guardian is the card that represents the angels of the animal kingdom. Animals are angels of nature who have incredible lessons to offer and medicine that can support you on your spiritual journey and help you survive some of your greatest challenges. When you connect with the energies of animals, you can learn a lot about yourself and the earth. You also have instinctive animal energy within that can direct you towards everything you need and more. The Animal Guardian card depicts a tribal angel being held and supported by her animals. She has a love for them, and they have a love for her, demonstrating how incredibly connected nature is to the spiritual realms. Oh my goodness, yes. You have a powerful animal within that can be wild, protective, instinctive, and even calm. Animals don't second guess how they feel. They just express it, and you can learn from that. When this card arises, it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Interesting. So it's important to connect with how you really feel, how you want to feel, and what you really need. Very interesting. That's important. Take the time to connect with your animal energy and express it naturally. Let even the fiercest energy move through you before returning to your natural state. It will teach you a lot about your gifts and how you can grow. Okay, cool. Yeah, and they're now pointing my attention to the antlers, so definitely leadership position here for you, either in your job or in whatever you chose to do. Sometimes I feel kind of weird calling it a job, because when we're on a soul mission, it's rather a mission than a job, and it doesn't feel like a job per se, because job is connotated in that way, like King and Queen of Pentacles. But what you're doing is quite unique, I feel. But it could be both, you know, and still in a job like this, still having your own uniqueness to it. It could be both. Either way, you're doing you. Congratulations. All right, my friends, I hope this was helpful and or insightful to you. I'm sending you so much love, light, and shadow. Until next time, or at a different pile. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. If you've chosen the Tiger Eye, then this is your reading. I'm fairly excited to bring you this and to see what type of abundance the universe wishes to bring into your life and how you can assist in facilitating for them to bring it in. So, ooh, I love it. We're starting out great. Opportunity. Lovely. Then you have the Seven of Fire, which I'm going to read to you in a second. Very unicorny, very, you know, this is about you realizing your own uniqueness. See the light, be the light, because that's when you're shining your brightest, when you're really coming into that awareness. But it's not an easy journey, because when you're born a unicorn, and we had this with the other pick a card reading, what was it called? Hang on, just give me a second. The last one, the last pick a card that I published. Jesus, I can't find it right now. Okay, anyways, the last pick a card that I published, that was the one, so you may want to go back to that one as well. We have here the Wildwood Tarot, the Pole Star. This is interesting. So, wow, they don't want me to spread these cards. This is very interesting. The layout always matters. They don't want me to spread them. They rather want me to pick one up and place them as we go, which is really interesting. I don't think I've ever done this. So there's something of you not seeing something here, and that is being revealed step by step, but in a way that you cannot possibly see unless you finish one thing. Respect your boundaries. Very interesting one. We'll get to that as well. No, that was good. The Dragon. Wow, we're going deep. Like, you're going deep. You may have like Scorpio in your chart somewhere, because it looks like you'd like to dive deep. You're not so much one for, you know, superficial chatter and superficiality, which is not surprising, because your interest may lie in a completely different area. Let me read the Seven of Fire to find out what the universe, what type of abundance the universe wants to bring into your life. Haha. Sweet. So the card reads, personal best, going the distance, perseverance, non-conformity. You can say this because these are kind of like affirmation. I am unstoppable. My passion pushes obstacles aside, and I engage in sustained effort. I know how to bend, but I don't compromise on what's most important to me. If others aren't happy with the course I am on, I don't have to let their concerns affect me. I release the temptation to resist challenges and trust that I can make things happen as I live life on my own terms. Inspired solutions present themselves. This is so funny because it does. Opportunity showed up with that. And like I said, it's not an easy path to be in. You have lots of guides around you, and it looks like your abundance truly lies in realizing and fully coming into yourself. And I know this may sound cliche, but do you know what that feels like when you're finally standing in, you know, your purpose, your mission fully, and, you know, your full self-expression? The type of freedom is what I feel. That's the type of abundance that the universe wants to bring into your life. And what a gift this is. It's a real journey. It's a real struggle. I just heard some of you say the struggle is real. Yeah, for sure. Because you know, you really have to be standing within yourself completely to embody that. When you're a unicorn and not a horse of the you know, of the rest of the people, then you're gonna have to you know, face some opposition at some stage, and you really have to be comfortable enough to, you know, not hit back, but rather stand so much comfortably within yourself that you can just, you know, embody the love and light in this situation. And because this often happens when we're being put down. We really have to sometimes fight to not get a cold heart, or to not get a closed heart, or to not hit someone back, you know, hurt people. And this also happens on strong ancestors. Yeah, you have your ancestors around you to help you with this and have helped you with this. Yeah, have helped you with this. That's the one. The ancestor reading was the last one. Thank you for that reminder. Yeah, and see the light, be the light. Do you see this? Some of you may be meditating, most likely regularly. If that's not the case, there's a strong recommendation that you do, because you are embodied light and you're supposed to bring down more of this to the earth, and that changes you in your, you know, your body changes, your mind changes, everything in your life will change when you're really undergoing that process, which it looks like you are right now. And that's the type of abundance, because when you feel that light, when you feel that you are that light, that's an incredible feeling, like that connection, that strong connection to source. So I feel your connection to source is going to get so much stronger within the next 6 months here. See the light, be the light. Yeah, I want to recommend the meditation, like the ritual morning meditation here. They keep pushing me to say it, and I will. I'm going to attach the link down below, as I did with the last pick a card reading as well. It's completely free. It doesn't even have ads on it. So they just want me to recommend it. And I just did it this morning, and it's really great. Like, I'm so happy I did it, because it helps me too. When I feel out of alignment and my mind is so full that I can't focus, then that's a good one that I go to, because it has everything in it. And with the opportunity card, that one reads, wondrous possibilities and opportunities await you. Stop dwelling on past mistakes. Surrender the past lovingly. There is nothing to regret. All is always in perfect and divine order. Everything that you've ever experienced has helped you in some way. The past is behind you. The path ahead is clear. Beautiful. Move forward joyfully and fulfill your heart's desire. Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. To some of you, I feel like you're currently in this holding space, and that isn't always the most comfortable to be in, because you know you struggled to this point. You really fought hard to be where you are right now, and you know you're not at the end of the journey. The 7 is not the end yet, and that's that. With the pole star 17 breaking down to a 8, and I'm still holding all of the cards. Interesting, because they all matter, you know, everything that also denotes to, like, all of these matter. You need all of them together, which includes your past, and that's also a gift that we've been given, that we are going to be given, depending on where you are, on your journey, on this journey to self-mastery, to awakening, to expanding our consciousness, spiritual path, personal growth path, whatever it is for you. That is part of the enlightenment, that the past has served its purpose too. And look, you're completely went into the dark forest here. You're being that own light. See that? You're being that tree that's illuminated, that's walking in there. So that's the hero's journey, and you were following your intuition and your guidance from spirit here, and you still are. And you aren't quite out of the woods yet at this stage, but you will be. You will be. And the gift or the abundance that's given to you here is that you can fully stand by yourself the way you are. And this is a tremendous gift. Like I said, do not underestimate. Like, you will not want to change that for anything else than, like, let's say money, although that'll come in with it, because once you stand in it, like, the floodgates are opening for you here. If that resonates with you, you may want to go check out pile number 1 as well. So that one, following the north, the pole star, and breaking down to an 8, by the way, the 17. So that is the abundance. And then we have, interesting, the king of arrow with the kingfisher. And I know my music just went out. I don't know why. That's okay. We're going to roll with it. So there's silence. It's interesting. Silence, you know, not having to scream like that anymore, because I didn't even realize I was screaming. Some of you may have been on a silent retreat. Interesting. There's also, you may want to consider doing this, but I feel like some of you may have done that already. Oh, it feels so good just to enjoy the silence, you know, no longer having that chatter. Here we go, it's back on. No longer having that chatter, and then coming back to the world with new insights. And the kingfisher here is such a brilliant, you know, it's such a wonderful bird. If you've ever seen one in reality, like their colors, they shine so sparkly, and they're much like the unicorn. They even have something, you know, with their beak, I don't know. You know, something that pokes in a way like the unicorn does. But they're both so utterly beautiful, and you do not mistake them for anything other than they actually are. Because, you know, when the unicorn, even in the movie The Last Unicorn, when the unicorn, you know, because not everyone can see what the unicorn really is. This is why, like, the bad witch is putting the horn on the unicorn, but there are people that see it. Once you really step into that and allow yourself to truly be yourself, that's when your horn is gonna show, okay? That's when other people, a lot more people, will be able to see what you really are about. So you may still be in the hiding somewhat, or in the preparation phase. And this is also a meant to be, and Spirit would like to let you know this right now too, that this is necessary. You don't want to go out there unprepared, you know what I mean? Because there always will be haters. There always will be people who throw dirt. It just won't matter at a certain stage to you anymore, because you know where it comes from. You are so stable within yourself, and that's the huge gift, like I said, that you'll have for the rest of your life, and taking that into next lifetimes possibly as well, most likely. So that's incredible, because that is a real life achievement. So I got the feeling that this is about a lesson that you are learning currently, and the abundance that comes with, I have such a hard time describing this type of abundance, this gift of, you know, how it feels, because I can feel how it feels. Nothing's going to phase you anymore. Yeah, but it could have come again at the price of being lonely for a long time. The King of Stones here, you have two kings, so two strong male presences here as well, with the wolf. So the wolf can go by themselves for a while, you know, and for a longer time as well, because they're just so resilient. They can do it on by themselves if they want to, but then there's always the wolf pack that they can return to. And there's a strong sense, you know, I feel loneliness with this card. So if you're feeling lonely right now, just know that that stage is passing as well. It will pass. It's just necessary for you to find out that you are a unicorn, that you are that kingfisher that shines so brightly. You're meant to shine and sparkle, you know, and be different. You're meant to be that. Tradition with the 9 of Stones, which is the 9 of Pentacles, which is that wish fulfillment, you know, but it's also the true alignment with self. Like I said, like, this is your gift here. This is, and you work for it. This is not Spirit's handout at all. This is something that, again, a life's work is what I'm getting with this. So I would presume, like, this took at least a decade for you, at least, if not your whole life up until this point. But I'm getting like a longer period of time. So this is a huge life cycle that is closing here for you, that you're learning. But again, give it some more time. Like, we were setting the time period of the next 6 months. Yeah, 4 of Vessels, boredom, you know, lethargy is what I'm getting with this. Yeah, being by yourself, being, you know, I almost want to say it's fucked, it's messed up, you know, and cursing on this too. So some of you may be cursing on that situation that you're currently in, because you're just like, I worked so hard, I worked for so long, yet I can't see any results. When the results that want to come in for you, they're already there. They're in the making right now. You know what I mean? The 7 of Fire clearly state this, you know, it's like you have 3 more to go, but you're already so much past the halfway, you know what I mean? So, and this gift is tremendous. This may be a good check-in point, by the way, too. If you're feeling like, oh my God, what the F, you know what I mean? What is going on? I don't want to do this anymore. That's fine. You know, take a break. Really take a break. But she doesn't realize that these things are already full. They're almost overflowing in the background, because they've been steadily filled. steadily filled. I'm also getting manifestations that didn't come in, that didn't happen for you. But again, I feel like some sort of a restriction in that way too, because the focus here for you, if you've picked this pile and are resonating with you, the focus here is for you on learning this lesson, on completing it, because this is necessary again for some sort of a preparation. Because what I'm feeling with this, the moment you're stepping out, the moment you'll get like huge attention, and you need to be ready for it. This is why certain things didn't happen. It's almost like a block, and you can't really like do anything about that blockage per se, because this is something that's soul contract, that's in the realm of soul contract, agreed upon. Strong allies, like I said, by your side, that want nothing but the highest good for you. Sometimes what we want, because this is also a little bit of ego, and I'm not saying in the temper tantrum kind of a thing, this is something that will happen. It's bound to happen on that journey. It's part of that journey, matter of fact, to feel like I've had it, like that I don't even want to like be bothered by that anymore. Spirit says something positive, you're not even believing it anymore, or you're watching readings and you're just like, I don't believe that anymore. Whatever, you still may be watching them, for entertainment, but not much more than that. And that is fine, again, because it's part of that journey. And you will come out of it though. Because something will, I'm getting the feeling of, if you're not coming out of this by yourself, you'll be shaken up in some shape or form. So don't worry about it. Don't stress it, right? As these things happen, when I say, being shaken up, what I mean is in the sense of a tower moment, but I don't feel that's something that is negative at all. It's just something that'll wake you up out of that lethargy, that'll change things for you here, okay? But this is only a small minority, because often we just go through and then we, I don't know, have a great day somewhere, and then things change all of a sudden because vibration changes, or we meet someone new unexpectedly, and then things change around completely, and you all of a sudden have the energy, or planetary alignments change for you, and you all of a sudden have the energy to go forward. Something happens. It always does. When there is no more, how does that go? When there's only darkness for you somewhere, there comes a light around. It always does. It always does. So, Knight of Bows with the Fox. I like this. I like this a lot. This is like peaceful energy. Finally. Oh my God. Because there was so much struggle up here. Unbelievable what you went through. What you went through to go to where you're going now, to what Spirit is bringing in abundance-wise for you here. And the fox is just cool, relaxed, and just happy. The fox is just the fox. This is coming into being, just being, no longer struggling, just existing in your natural habitat is what I'm getting here. And this is so good, because you may be, I'm getting a strong sense of moving, either going on a holiday, or you are moving houses, moving cities, moving countries. But I'm getting the sense of moving into like tremendous stability and peace here. Tremendous stability and peace. Some of you may have been thinking about like getting a tiny house, or having an eco farm, sustainable living, and that suits you and your circumstances so much more than anything else that you may have thought in the beginning of the journey was yours. Here we go, that's right on top. Oh, lovely. With respect your boundaries with the dragon. Now, you may have had dreams or visions, or seen a dragon in meditation, or during a Reiki session, or energy healing of any sort. Know that that's your friend. They can be scary sometimes at first when they approach us, but they're so cool. They're so amazing and cool, and they're really quite powerful. So again, I'm getting the sense of strong male energy here as well as surrounding you. Strong male energy that will help you push through. Also, you can tap yourself into those energies and align with them if you need that extra push right now. Yeah, and this is respecting your own boundaries and giving yourself that respect, This is precisely this. I hope I'm bringing this through correctly, or, in a way, because it's sometimes hard to express in words what they're bringing through. So it's like, respecting who you are with all your facets so that others can respect you, loving yourself with every facet so that others can respect you. Because if you don't, you cannot expect others to give it to you. You can, but you know what I mean. It's like it won't happen to that extent. It'll only happen to the extent that you love yourself, which is why often the empath narcissist thing is happening, until the empath is healing themselves and then become narcissist repellent completely. They will no longer cross you or your path, or the minute they do, they'll run the other way. It's really quite something, like when that happens, and when the empath realizes how much power they have with all those feelings, with their energy field, with their beautiful self and presence. And this is what you're coming into here as well. Very beautiful reading. Yeah, so one more guardian angel card for you here, and then we'll wrap up your reading. Guardian angel card, sorry, angels and ancestors. Here we go. What? Thank you. Haha. Wow. And we have another, another staff. So the druid, hold your space. He has the snake, so huge transformative powers here, and he's holding the light. So you have that light so many times here. See the light, be the light. You have the pole star, and you have it here. Just understand how much of a light being you are and how much you already let in, because you increase your light quotient so much already, okay, by meditating, by connecting yourself. Because in the beginning we cannot let so much light in, it's not possible. And the more light we let in, the more of our soul is actually incorporated, living here. So things change a lot from food to friends to habits that you have to life to anything, really. So that's why I'm saying it's not an easy journey, but congratulations, because you're so far along this journey already. Half a year, keep that in mind. So druid, hold the space here. Hold things together. Don't make any sudden moves or changes. Stand strong, knowing you are where you're supposed to be. The druids were the ancient wise ones of the British Isles. They had a deep connection with the earth, the sun and the moon. They were the scholars who created the Ogham tree language, and they were known for their creative skills in storytelling, poetry, and craftsmanship. When the Druid card appears in a reading, you're being guided to dig deep within and hold your station. If you're wondering what to do next or have a sense of anxiety about what is unfolding in your life, it's time to shift your perceptions and move back to a state of trust. Don't change your plans or do anything drastic. Just trust in the process and let everything happen as it needs to before taking any more steps. Think of a tree. It has strong roots, yet continues to grow and bear fruit. Your life will be a reflection of this. Yeah. And again, the stage of boredom, of lethargy, is part of the journey, okay? So you can understand people a lot better that are on that journey, that feel that way. It's all in the realm of compassion, and the Druid is a strong teacher. So yeah. All right, my friends, I really hope this was helpful and or insightful to you. I'm sending you so much love, light, and shadow, and I'll see you next time or at the next pile. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you've chosen the fossil, then this is yours. Excuse me. Sorry. Some of you may be having problems with your throat or throat chakra. Okay, let me have a look. What type of abundance does the universe want to bring into your life, and how you can maybe assist or facilitate that? Oh my God, ancestors are present. You may want to check out the ancestors reading, the ancestors pick a card. So you have relax. You have know your power. That's really powerful. Oh, interesting layout. So we have a bunch of tarot cards, which I'm going to read in a second. We have dreams. Oh, this is about deeper dreams that have been like hiding deep. I'm strongly getting the sense of, and I'm kind of like reaching to the front right now, strongly getting the sense of fear. You may have experienced fear and anxiety in your life at some stage, or may currently, sorry, I'm so itchy, going through something like that, a phase like that. But know that there's, you know, the other end. On the other end, there's your passions, there's your strong desires too. So the fear and anxiety also holds tremendous gifts, like working through it, okay? And the Eight of Fire, which I'm going to read to you. To see what the abundance here is that Spirit wants to bring into you within the next 6 months. So here we are. I love it. Gathering momentum, celebrating swift changes, travel, transformation. Momentum is building as the power of Spirit serves to power this transformation. I am traveling to new territories, and I am eager to experience all that these lands have to offer. I have arrived at my destination, and now the adventure of discovery is energizing me. Oh, this is so dope. Okay, cool. So, again, I'm getting the sense of you've been through a lot here in your past, which made you even stronger. It's like, that's like insane. The power of that horse, knowing your power, that's tremendous. You may not really be aware, however, how powerful you actually are, because it's so hard to look into other people's lives. You may not have like a real comparison to that, to their lives, but you may be feeling like others are moving forward more quickly than you are in life, but your life is different. You know, everyone's life is different. You are gathering strength and momentum here. Yeah. Gathering strength and momentum. I feel like some of you may be a little bit overworked and having trouble focusing on something. And the gift here, the gift of abundance, is that you have arrived at your destination, and now the adventure of discovery is energizing me. So it's no longer such a struggle like it used to be. And that's the abundance and gift that wants to come in here for you. Your journey is now starting to energize you, which is lovely, because these journeys can be quite depleting, but it looks to me like a surge of power, a surge of, you know, realizing your strength, and with that really feeling that as well, that this is really incredible. And when I mentioned the fears with the dream cards, you know, dreams that you may have buried for a long time, they're starting to come back up again because you worked through your fear. And that's what I'm meaning to say. On the other end of fear, there's something truly transformative. That's a transformation process here. That's also the gift and or the abundance that wants to come in, or that's going to come in the next 6 months. And again, I'm feeling this wasn't easy. This wasn't easy. And the Relax card, there is plenty of time to do and achieve all you desire. Place your hands gently on your heart and allow your breath to guide you to a quiet space within. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light. Throat. Oh my God. It's a throat. Some of you may not have spoken on something like self-expression. Okay. Place your hands gently on your heart and allow your breath to guide you to a quiet space within. Imagine yourself bathed in golden light flowing from the eternal heart of God. I, your guardian angel, am with you. Allow me into your heart. You will accomplish more by focusing on that which is most important in life, love. Such an interesting layout. Head on over to Instagram if you want to check out the pictures for your reading here, if you want to. Link down below. Okay, this is so strange. Some of you may be tarot readers, indeed, because I shuffled the cards already, and those cards are yours, and they want me to shuffle them again. I mean, they're here, so what do you want? This is really odd. And see which one comes out first. So you may indeed, yeah, you probably have a channel or something on YouTube or on Instagram or something like that. Very interesting. But why would we shuffle them when we already have them? That doesn't make any sense. And I could be laying them out like I always do. But that's not the way we go about here right now, apparently. So what do you want with this, Spirit? Thanks. And that's so funny. That's the card we just saw, the Hanged Man. So that's the spiritual journey, you know, denoting to the spiritual journey, being up there, and hanging on the tree of life, and having become comfortable in that position too, because you may have been in that holding space for such a long time already. So may as well become comfortable, right? Interesting. These are connected. So connected, because that's the tree, right? That's your home. So the darkness may have been your home for the longest time. Maybe the earlier years of your childhood, or maybe even into early adulthood, weren't so great, and you were always looking for something, looking for answers. I'm getting strong Sagittarius energy. You know how they're always looking for, what's the sense in life? Who am I? Where am I? Why am I here? Those questions, and they may have plagued you, like, why have I gone through what I've gone through? I don't understand. So it may not have made sense for the longest time, and then the anxiety and fear that you may have gone through here, or still going through and working through, it will make sense, but it just doesn't in the moment at all. It's just like, I'm getting the feeling of, I want out, you know, I want out. So this is really heavy stuff here that you went through. And again, you made this your home, like being at home in the darkness, like, you know, the dark faces of life. You may not be necessarily one for small talk either here, though the weather's so nice, and you're just like, yeah, fuck off, mate. It's kind of like that. I'm sorry, that's just the way it comes through. But it is that sense of, you know, irritability with that, or because no one would understand where you're coming from, and that's because you went on such a deep dive. You had those really harsh experiences, and they shaped you. They shaped your brain, your body, you know, your everything, your experience, the way you experience life. And it looks to me like you're waking up out of it, and that's the promise of the Eight of Fire too, because I was having a hard time to kind of containing what the abundance is that wants to come in, and the abundance that's coming in, that something easier is awaiting you here, something much easier in the form of this transformative process that you've been on, actually makes a lot of sense, especially now that you're at that turning point. And it'll turn so much more. It'll turn into actually enjoying that journey right now. More shuffling? No. What's going on? Look, it's like a fortune teller I'm offering here. You pick. What's going on? So you may be doing your cards like that. Wow. Okay. Very new reading style. This could also, mind you, be past lives that are coming into your life right now. So past life experiences may have to do with that cycle here as well. Oh my God. Pile 2 actually had the fox as their last card. It was a page card as well. A page of coins here for you. So looking for stability as you were younger in all the wrong places, but that wasn't surprising, you know what I mean, because of your upbringing. It's not surprising to stumble into the same relationships, same situations over and over again, because that's what you knew. So there's a reframing that is happening in your life. And oh, my friends, I'm so sorry that you had to go through all that stuff, and this is utterly heavy, but the transformation, you're on the brink of that transformation, okay? You've come very, very far already here, and the promise of a more enjoyable life is on the horizon here within the next 6 months. Yeah, being surrounded, you know, she's the only human being amongst all those wolves or all those foxes here. Throat again. Maybe you didn't express, you didn't, you know, speak on your story for the longest time, or you still haven't. Maybe you should write a book about it, or speak out publicly, or find someone like a therapist or, you know, a counselor you can talk to about your experiences, so that you're no longer having the feeling that you're the only one that knows about it. You may have really kept quiet about your past, or have found that whenever you started to speak on it, that people wouldn't understand you. Dude, come to the fellow seekers, please, if that's you. This is one option where we can speak honestly about it. We're meeting every other Monday, although the next meeting is going to be on a Thursday. Just check the community tab. I'll be posting when the next meeting is going to take place. But please, join groups like this. It doesn't have to be this one, but there are options, okay, that can make it, even for just listening in. You can also just come and listen in, or just be there. You don't even have to say anything, just to hear other people talk about their stories. That helps a lot. And then maybe one day you have the courage and the willingness to speak on it too, and that can be so freeing, so incredibly freeing. Yeah, but I'm getting the sense of you keeping your beauty here, your beautiful self. Somehow you manage to stay rather healthy and whole in that, all despite of what you went through. And this is also part of your programming, is what I get. You were not meant to break. Hence the know your power. Know how far you've come here along this journey, and really friggin' feel it, because you are incredibly powerful. You've built incredible muscle here. Wow. Yeah, precisely. And then you have the Four of Wands, which is absolutely gorgeous. You may not even have to be a tarot reader, but you may be reading your own cards or use other divination tools, but it's odd that it would come through like this, as shuffling and everything. So Four of Wands, that's one of the happiest cards in the deck. It's about reparenting yourself here also, but that's a happy home. That's the happiness. Because you've been through such darkness, you really appreciate peace, balance, and harmony. And this is something that no one can take away from you ever. Because once you come into that, it'll be like a million, billion, trillion times what it feels like for other people to have that. Others may not appreciate that the way you appreciate it. You are just then, and this is what I'm getting, the profound sense of peace with that, and joy. You're really able to be present then in those moments, and that's the real gift. That is the abundance that Spirit is trying to bring in, not the transformation itself, but rather the happy home. When you do have that, and you will have it in whatever shape or form you feel called to have it, it'll feel absolutely incredible. And again, those people that didn't have the background such as you did, they cannot understand what this feels to you. They don't have that depth to understand. If that makes any sense, okay? And I hope it's somewhat consolidation to you that when you go so deep and experience such shit, then it also goes the other way. You can also experience the high highs, you see, and you will really appreciate again that family life, that balance, or whatever you decide to do, whatever the Four of Wands is to you, where you're just absolutely happy and abundant with that. But I'm strongly getting like home life, whatever this is to you. You may be buying your own house, you may be getting a bunch of pets, whatever makes you happy, whatever floats your boat, that's that. But this is really profound, really profound. Again, much like with reading number 2, I have a hard time transporting in words because this is emotion based. It is really like what this feels like, and you may have had that in meditations occasionally or in your life occasionally, but trust and believe this will become a permanent thing in your life, which is so beautiful, and you worked so hard for it. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. You'll be appreciative every day of that. You won't forget. You won't be, you will never come to that place where you're taking those things for granted, because you know where you came from, and hence it's multiplied that experience. You can have the most gorgeous, let's say, house, right? And if you're not present and appreciating it, it'll just vanish into nothingness. But because you've been there, again, it'll be multiplied, because you are so present in that moment, and you're so appreciative, and you won't lose that ever again. Wow. Ace of Cups. Love offer. Love offer by Spirit, and celebration, grand celebration here with this card. Yeah, that's that happiness. But like I said, that's the emotions. And that's, again, that's the abundance that is coming into your life. It's emotional abundance that is awaiting you here. Absolutely. Yeah. And you're not just gonna pick anyone. Like, you must be kind of picky and good on you. For that, you have the Four of Cups, which is just like, okay, Spirit may have offered you different things before, but you didn't take it. They all didn't quite look that good to you. Of course, it can also be a card of, lethargy and just not wanting anything to do with whatever was offered here. But you know that, let me get that clear. What are you trying to say with this, Spirit? Is this the cup there? So yeah, so they're offering. Oh, okay. Okay. So this is something to avoid, and this is something that's good to know. So be careful with what I'm saying now, because, or put your attention on this, because Spirit may have offered or tried to bring in that emotional fulfillment before, in the form of a partner, in the form of whatever it is to you that floats your boat, that makes you really happy. But you may still be in that place of defensiveness, of, I don't really want anything that they have to offer, in the sense of the hermit, in the sense of the, I'm just concluded here in my hangman position, and I don't want any of this. Like, any more change, I can hardly take any more change, I don't really want that. But Spirit is saying we're offering it to you. So be mindful when it is being offered to you. Like, open your heart again to the new possibilities and opportunities here that we're bringing in the form of people. Like, be open. Don't be closed down, because things are changing for you. That's the thing. It's a thing of perception here. That you need a change here if this is resonating with you, because if you don't, Spirit can give you 1,000 cups and it won't have a chance to come in. So really, when you are waking up in the morning, set the intention that you will let that abundance flow into your life, that emotional abundance. Set the intention. That's all you need to do. Set the intention. Write it in your journal. Today I will keep my eyes open, my mind open. Again, Jesus Christ, my heart open to meeting new people, to meeting new opportunities. So Spirit can bring this into my life, this beautiful emotional abundance. Yeah, Empress. Yes, and that's precisely that, right? That's when Spirit brought it in. Woohoo! No, right here. That's the actual manifestation here. That's you being completely fulfilled, being completely good. Oh, yes. Oh, my God. The relief that comes with this card. Wow. At that stage, you'll feel like it was all worth it. Like, the whole damn journey, and I can't say it any other way, the whole damn journey was worth it. Oh, my God, yes. Ha. 7 of coins. That's the other, that's the swing, that's the pendulum here. Oh, so again, be mindful, because with the 7 of coins, that's a card of, the mother here has her children around her, and she's really making sure that money is not going out too much, or that it's not necessarily hoarding, but it's in the sense of, still waiting for something to come in when she already kind of has it. It's already happening. And that's the pitfall here that is to be avoided within the next 6 months. So stay in gratitude as much as you can. Stay in that abundance mindset and focus on that you will allow it in. Okay, this is important for you here to know. Otherwise, it has a really hard time coming in. Okay, that's why Spirit really wants me to point this out, because it's really important for you guys to know. Okay, so what should it be? Like the 6 of coins or the Empress, like that? 7 of coins, sorry, or the Empress. And it's like a scale that you choose to go on. And yeah, I picked the Empress personally. All right. right, one last card for you, my friends. Thank you. Oh my God, did we or did we not say with fear? That kind of points to, you know, passion and to, yeah, to something else that's underlying, because that's the gift that comes up, and you have the fire guardian, ignite your passions. So let me read that one to you. Fire guardian. Ignite your passions. Connect with your desires. The sparks could lead to something beautiful. The fire guardian represents the angels of fire. Fire is an energy that many people are afraid of, but shouldn't be. Burning desires can lead to great expansion. Allow the fire guardian to help you awaken a wilder side of yourself and burn away any fear or shame that stands between you and your desires. When this card appears, you are reminded that passion is powerful and absolutely encouraged by spirit. You are being guided by your angels to connect with the powerful energy of desire at this time. If you have recently set an intention to explore your sexual side or become more sexually open, the fire of desire can burn away any old setbacks that are preventing you from expressing that part of your nature. If you are in a relationship, this card can indicate a great spiritual and sexual connection. Beautiful. And it's right below, you know, the happy home card. So there may also be coming in, like I said, a connection. Yeah, because that brings great emotional fulfillment here. All right, my friends, I really hope this was helpful and or insightful. It's interesting, that layout, really. They were all different. All right, I'm sending you so much love, light, and shadow, and I'll see you next time or at a different pile. Bye, guys.